Welcome everyone. Here is Agnes Fienko speaking. I was IT manager for many years and I had a very successful career last 20 years in IT field, and today I would like to share top project management skills that are extremely important to have as a project manager in order to either start a project management role or to succeed in this field. Of course, it's an extremely broad topic, and there are plenty of competencies that you are developing over a time. And I believe that in this fascinating role, because it's extremely interesting area. So you can develop each day a new skill, and definitely you can bring your current skills to higher level. So you would never be bored as a project manager. Let me share the first three most important ones in my view, and that I look for to find in my future project managers, either when recruiting for junior positions and for senior project manager roles. So first of all, communication is the most crucial one, and I will elaborate on that later on. The second one is planning ability and making sure that particular deliverables are being delivered on time. So planning and execution. And third one is flexibility, I would say, because in IT projects you are dealing with enormous number of change, either technology changes, various sort of organizational changes. People in the team are constantly changing, either being promoted within the company or they are looking for new opportunities outside of the company. So you need to be prepared for dealing with constant change, and it requires from you enormous flexibility, understanding, and being able to adjust and align to constantly changing priorities and circumstances. This is for sure happening in any sort of project environment. And fourth one is your ability to expand and grow in many new areas. You will have enormous number of opportunities to grow in many competence areas. You will be dealing with plenty of stakeholders. So every single day you will have enormous capabilities, enormous opportunities to expand your knowledge in many areas. So the ability to grow relatively fast and also deal with many people who have expertise in many areas is also highly welcome. So if you have those four skills, in my view, you would be extremely successful in project management role, and but not necessarily only in project management role. There are plenty of other roles where you could be very successful with those four important skills. But of course, you would have to have plenty of other competencies. It's not only limited to those four. But let me a little bit more elaborate on those four. So communication, I mean the ability to communicate in an effective manner. You would be dealing with, as a project manager, you would be dealing with enormous number of stakeholders stakeholders, either internal or external. So stakeholders are the people who have interest in your project. And they have various sort of goals, expectations. They also have different sort of communication styles. So you need to first get to know them and get to know their expectation in order to align the way you communicate with this various kind of stakeholders. You need to also establish a way you are about to communicate with your project team. They tend to have different sort of expectations and as well different sort of habits already. So you need to get to know them pretty well and first align to their needs, and then slowly and gradually introduce some improvements that are about to serve you and a team and entire project. So you will definitely have different sort. You will definitely use different sort of communication methods, like from email, instant messaging, using communicators, and organizing online meetings, organizing video teleconferences, organizing various sort of meetings. It depends, of course, what sort of project management methodology you are about to use, but definitely you will be using various kinds of ways to communicate. And if you are able to present examples how you do it in your current working environment, to illustrate your ability to create an effective communication framework for your future project, this is something that is needed in any organization. And also ability to adjust the communication style to organizational standards. Because every single company has some sort of standards, and people got used to some certain methods of communication. Of course, you will, depending on your maturity, you will know how to introduce some sort of improvements. And you need to be very consistent in your communication in order to give people something that they anticipate and that they can rely on. So I mean, you need to be consistent. So once you propose some means of communication, you need to stick to that for some certain period of time. So when you introduce some cadence of project meetings, you need to do it in a consistent manner. So if you plan to have regular stakeholder meetings once a week, you need to propose a format that you are about to use to communicate the project status and progress. You need to define the project meeting audience, agenda, and it would be good to send a summary of that meeting, concluding with action items, so that everyone who attended the meeting knows what is expected from him to deliver, and also by when, and so on and so forth. Communication is a very broad topic. You can spend a lifetime to master it, and I believe that we all learn this skill through our entire careers. Second skill, planning ability. So this is also a very broad topic, how to define the scope properly, how to create a project plan. And but most important is not only to plan certain activities that need to happen in order to accomplish the project successfully. It's also very important to learn various techniques to estimate the particular tasks in order to be able to ensure some sort of predictability, and in order to not to overcommit and underdeliver. It's extremely important to be predictable. Yeah. So with your planning, you need to demonstrate that you have various sort of experiences to plan certain activities that need to happen in order to deliver a project on time. So this is also a very, very important skill, but also very broad topic. And each project management methodology has a slightly different approach to this particular competence. And it would be good to show that you have some experience with various techniques in order to plan in an effective and predictable manner. The third one, flexibility, is it's also very, very important skill, because in any organization you will deal with a lot of change, and you will deal with various individuals who have various priorities, expectations, and you will have to manage ambiguity. You will have to make plenty of decisions without having a full picture. So by flexibility, I mean that you are able to adjust to constantly changing environment. Yeah, you will have new team members in your project. Some of your project mates will be promoted within the organization. Some are going to be looking for some opportunities outside of the company. So you will deal with enormous number of change, and also you will face technology limitations, yeah, and you will have to adjust the plan. So I am Agile Project Manager, so it means that I follow Agile Principles. Yeah, this is another very, very broad topic, and today I will not focus on that. But one of the principles says that it's responding to change over following a plan is very crucial, and I truly believe that this competence is highly welcomed in any job. Yeah, to because of course, yeah, following a plan is important, but if we see that the change is already happening, and it's organizational change or something that it's outside of our area of influence, then we simply our efforts to stop the change will only consume a lot of our time and will not bring a lot of value. Yeah, because change is inevitable. Yeah, and rather than maintaining a plan, yeah, it's extremely important to adjust and quickly realign and replan and be able to deliver value in this environment where there are plenty of things changing all the time. And still, we need to keep our promises and commitments and deliver whatever is needed. And of course, there might be some alignment, but it takes appropriate communication to let all the stakeholders know about some changes. Yeah, and not always this sort of delays in some certain deliverables are even possible. Yeah, so it's another broad topic. And fourth skill, it's extremely important. This constant hunger for growth and development. Yeah, you will deal with many individuals who have broad expertise in many areas, and your ability to learn and expand your knowledge in completely new areas for you is very crucial. Yeah, so if you present that you have this constant hunger for expanding your competences, yeah, this is definitely an asset. Yeah, and if you prove that you have a lot of expertise in those four areas that I just mentioned, yeah, I find that you can be very successful in, especially in project management field, but also in many other areas. Yeah. So these are my advices, and I believe that you can find a lot of courses on those four ones. Enjoy, and I hope that you enjoyed the movie. I was not speaking that fast as other YouTubers, but these are my beginnings. Yeah, I'm not perfect, but I'm learning. Goodbye. Bye bye.